Hello, are you out there? It's Mark with Redo Over, and we're playing a bit of Master of Orion. So, in the last video, we were sending our colony ship off to this volcanic world. Well, we don't have the colony base improvement that yields one food for a new colony yet. We haven't researched that technology, deep space exploration. We're 12 turns away. I ran forward and did it real quick, and they do start out starving. Now you can right away buy like a hydroponic farm, uh, but it's a boatload of money, and then I don't have enough money left for the factory which I've been saving for. So I might have that colony ship just linger at the volcanic world for the 12 turns until we get our research done, or we could steal some people off of here and shave that down to 6. All right. So I just reduced our farming output a little bit to cut our research time way down. So next turn, I see the little Nolan scout ship floating around. It's harmless. Pirate fleet's detected, obviously. Next turn. It's cool because our scout is heading way out here to an unexplored solar system. Next turn. And then this pirate ship's going to be here. We can have our frigate engage. So let's do this. Let's send our colony ship to the volcanic world. She says, one of our colony ships has reached a hostile planet. We do not recommend settling the colony there. Okay, thanks. I'm going to have that ship just guard there, so it's not bugging me each turn. But I am going to have our frigate go take on those stinking pirates. And I'm going to hit the attack button and auto-resolve. Boom. Kick butt. And that's just good for us because that's more experience for our leader, Maja. And actually, I might send this frigate back this way to try and intercept the other pirate fleet as well. So I see colony ship has arrived at Nayu. If you ever send a colony ship somewhere so you don't forget, they pop this up because colonies are really important. So if you click on that, it shows you where your colony ship has arrived. Other than that, biosphere is completed at Tormonti, so yeah, let's go there. So the biosphere is yielding us 1 extra research, 1 extra food, so that's very handy. We're eating 1 food, so you see there, structures providing 1, population's growing 3 for 4, but we're consuming 1 because we have 1 farmer to feed, so 3 positive food. So let's see, what else can we be building here that would be useful? Probably not ready for that spy center yet. 45 turns would take a long time. We don't need a starbase yet because we're not out of command points and we're not really under attack. So I would say realistically, let's go with something that will help us out. Pretty simple: a research factory, +2 research, start building. One of the easiest things, we'll have it finished in 17 turns. It'll give us a little more research output out of this world. Next turn. I believe Sol Prime. We've detected an unknown life form. Deep space creature. Okay. Yeah, here we go. So look, deep space monster. I click on it. Look at this. This is an amoeba, a giant space amoeba around the system of Sud there. So we won't have our scout go by it. Our scout should know enough to fly around it and head out the other side of the system. So that should work out. Got a lot of pirate activity here. God, I need these guys to get back here before the pirates get to us. So he's going to go 1, and then 2. We're going to go 1, 2. Oof. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Sol is working on a destroyer. It'll be done in 7 turns. We'll send that destroyer out there to go kick some pirate ass. We might reassign our hero, our leader, to that better ship. Next turn. Okay, that's an Interan rune. You see with that green glowing stuff, but that amoeba is protecting it, so we can't research or build there until we destroy the amoeba. Amoebas are tough. Amoebas are tough. 1 more turn till we get our research. All right. Okay. See the pirates are. So let's just real quick send our frigate. I want this dang frigate to get this stinking pirate. We'll see if the pirate will turn around and engage us. I don't know what'll happen. We got a bunch of BCs saved up. Yeah, so here's our new technology.
Our scientists have made a new discovery.
Civil transport allows you to transport one population of your species from one planet to another. It's not a colony ship, though, so you can't start a new colony. You can only transfer population between existing colonies. When you send the ship there, it's consumed and is gone. You'd have to make another. You'd have to make another civil transport. But it's a nice way if you have a really beefed up planet with tons of farming and they grow people really fast. You can just build the ships and send them off to your lesser populated planets. And of course the colony base. This is the +1 food. So any colony we drop should get that +1 food feature theoretically. Done. Let's choose another research. And I wanted to jump back to something important here. I want to get the shields going. So let's research advanced magnetism.
Just a second here.
She's telling us we can now build a civil transport if we want to move people around our system. So I'm going to jump back here to Sol. Research isn't quite so important now, so let's take one, kind of balance this out a bit more. You can see we'll have our population will pop up again very soon. Destroyer will be done in 4 more turns. So let's hit done. And these guys already went. So next turn. Ah, dang it. So the pirate's running. We're gonna chase him down. Uh-oh.
Mineral classification for a human planet has been downgraded after a visit by the GUMS.
The Galactic Union for Mineral Standards has found that workers have been tearing the planet inside out with unsustainable mining practices. Sanctions are not expected against the human.
The miners, however, are missing in action and might never be heard from again.
Okay. That sucks. Okay, one thing at a time. Asteroid lab ready at Intern Rune. Investigation will start immediately and progress will be shown. In the meantime, the lab must be protected. If destroyed, all investigation will be lost. Okay. So that's talking about this right here. I'm really bummed these pirates are getting in here. I don't think they can destroy the lab. See, this is our asteroid lab. Let's get this. Let's see if we can get the factory out of there, because that pirate will go after that factory in a hurry. And then we're going to send our frigate across the system, chasing down these pirates just as quick as we can get them there. Pirates like 1 move ahead of us right now. And then we'll send the factory down this way. So, that being said, Tormontis has grown. Oh, finally, another Tormontian. Very nice. Let's move this guy down into the production area. They'll get their infrastructure built up quicker, but they won't grow quite as fast. So that's okay. Okay, so now here's the question. We want to colonize the planet. I don't know if this is an improved colony ship. We built it before the science upgrade. I don't know if it actually, like, sets a little flag or a tick inside of the ship, but let's just find out. So we're going to hit the colonize flag. This is the volcanic world. It's really cool looking. But it's hard for our people to exist here. Look at that. Toxic air. Hot. But a lot of minerals. This is ultra rich. And I think it's a gold. I think it has gold as well. So let's see if we're starving or not. We're not. Oh. It worked. That works. So by holding the ship. So look at here. Structure. 1. So our colony is providing us the 1 food to feed our guy. Normally he would start as a farmer. Colony base. There you go. That's what it looks like. 2 to maintain. So it's actually kind of expensive to maintain that. I guess in the future it would be worth remembering that and maybe scrapping the colony base when you no longer needed it. Potentially. But for now, it's fine. But yeah, 2 BC for 1 food. Usually like 1 to 1. Like 1 BC for 1 of something is like 2 research for 2 BC. Fine. 2 food for 2 BC or 3 for 3. But a 1 to 2 ratio is not very valuable. So we might get rid of that later. But for the time being, you see here, this is a gold. So plus 2 BC for the gold special. Ultra rich. But it is a tiny world and it is volcanic. You can see it's volcanic. That means a couple of things. The fact that it's tiny means that the population here can only ever grow to 3. for now. There are things you could do where technologies that would allow you to build like mega cities or underground cities, whatever. But for now, it's 3, so that's not much. The other interesting thing is because pollution's a thing. If you overproduce on a habitable planet, you'll mess up your farming ability. You like poison the land. But on a volcanic world, there's no such thing as that. You can pollute to your heart's content because it's just a freaking lava wasteland. So look up here. We can, yeah, these volcanic worlds are oftentimes your best production worlds, even though the population's low because it's unlimited pollution. It's great. And the fact that this is ultra rich. So look at this. This one guy here, by himself, he produces 4 production right now. That's without a factory. That's with nothing. It's just him, just shoveling lava. Can make 4 production. Crazy. Okay, choose production. So we could make the auto factory. There's a few things we could do. We could do the biosphere or the hydroponic farms. That would be a 2 food for 2 maintenance. So 2 BC for 2 food. That's not bad, and that would help us grow a little bit quicker because right now we're not growing at all. So let's do that. Let's just get us started in the right direction. I'll start with that, then I'll do the auto factory, and we'll leave it there. But this guy will be able to build that hydroponic farm in 15 turns, so we're not going to buy it. We're not going to mess with it. We'll let him do it, and then his population will start growing nicely.
Is GNN.
There we go.
Galactic neighbors should take heed as the Human Republic has taken over another planet.
It's a race to the top for sentient beings across the galaxy.
Very cool. So essentially saying we're the first space race, space species to colonize 3 worlds. So I like that. Oh, you know what we should do? I forgot about this. So part of the reason we did the volcanic world here was Niu Prime. So right now, this race will provide the protecting race with 5 credits per turn to all the colonies in the system. So if I close out of this, I go to Niu, I go to credits, Niu, so Niunyu Sortian, 5 BC. That's great. But check this out. It's early in the game. If I drop 400 BC, boom. Now they give us 10 credits per turn. So that extra 5 divided into the 400 would go in there 20 times per 100 times 4. So in 80 turns, that will pay for itself. But if you're playing the game for 400 or 500 turns, you'll make your money back like 4 or 5 times over. So it's a big investment. I'll hit done. And look, we're only on turn 52, but we'll easily play this game till turn 400, 500. So we'll make our money back. I might not go with the second upgrade. If I invest another 800, it'll take it from 10 to 15 credits. But now that takes another 160 turns for that to pay you back. So it's a little less optimal. But I'm excited to have that. We got to start thinking about defense, though. We have a single frigate chasing this pirate. We have multiple pirate ships, and we haven't really protected our colonies with anything. This destroyer's almost done, though, so we're waiting for that. All right, let's do the next turn. Oh, there you go. Nolems. Oh, and a new leader, unrelated to the world we just detected there. This leader popped up. This is Ula Agneta, the wealthy heiress of the Elcombe family, was cheated of her fortune by her scheming brother who cut her out of her inheritance. Ulu seeks vengeance in the Nolem way to amass her own fortune and force her brother into financial ruin. So these are like kind of like a goat, like they're like 3 eyes on each side of the head, but they remind me of like an oxen or a yak maybe. Kind of a cool race. Security plus 8%. That's not bad. Salary's only 2. We can hire for 6 BC. Let's do it. And now, see, she is not a fleet. She's a colony manager. So let's assign her. And we'll assign her to Sol Prime for now. We might change that later if we find a leader who's better with production or morale or something. But for the time being, yeah, we'll take her. we don't have a lot going on in the way of security. So I'm really glad we colonized this now, though, because you see, that means that if the Nolim can't come into our space, we'll build a military outpost here, and it'll really lock us off. Now, that being said, our destroyer's almost ready. I need to get our space factory the fudge out of here, and I need to send our frigate after this pirate. Hopefully we can chase the pirate down before it destroys one of our mines or something. I don't know what's going to happen. Sol Prime has grown. Let's take a look at Sol again. You don't need to look every single time, but I just like kind of seeing where we're at. Yeah, we could do a little more production. Beef that up. We really want to try and get this a little more balanced out now, because I'll tell you what I want is I want to get that tell you what I want really want. I want to get this spy center here built. So I'm going to add that to the queue. So we're going to finish the destroyer in 2 rounds. Then I think we're going to get that colonial revenue service because we want that money income each turn, and then I'm going to bump the spy center ahead of the biospheres. Done. All right, next turn. Okay, so the pirate is embargoing Tormontius 2, but it doesn't really hurt us. What it means is that you cannot... Oh, you could buy. Oh, that's weird. Maybe it doesn't going to affect... Maybe a pirate embargoing your planet isn't a big deal at all, but we're going to still send a frickin' frigate in there. So I think pirate ships mainly can only attack your ships, but I don't think they can really attack your planets. So it's kind of a fun thing to mess with. Next turn. Okay, destroyer's ready. So, our frigate will take care of that pirate ship, no problem. But let's do this. Let's go to our leaders tab. Maja is on the frigate right now. Actually, let's let her get the kill against the pirate. Let's start sending our destroyer by the shortest route possible to take out these pirate bases. So let's move the ship off to here. And we'll see how quickly Maya can get over there to fight. Destroyer completed at Sol Prime. Colonial Revenue Service next in queue. So we don't have to go back to Sol Prime. We had the revenue service in next, and it already queued. So you don't. I'm trying to be very verbose about this to help you guys understand the game, but you don't have to check every time. Okay, frigate versus pirate. Perfect. Auto resolve. We win. You almost never lose to a pirate. That's awesome, though, because now Maja got that experience, but now we're going to transfer her to the destroyer. So she's going to be in our flagship of our... It'll take her 4 turns to get there, but that's fine. We can still have the ship sailing under power, essentially. So yeah, let's send her here. She's a few turns away, but she's going to destroy these pirate bases for us. And then we're going to bounce... Now, we're not going to bounce her back. We're going to send... So we built up those bases already. Or the asteroids. We're Research Lab Mine. We're harvesting this. We cannot harvest this gas giant because without a colony ship. So you can't harvest gas giants or mine asteroids without having a colony in there. So let's send the space fleet off this way. We'll check to make sure I'm right about that. But once the space factory gets to here, if it can't harvest this gas giant, we'll send it up here to build a military outpost. It'll be like a fortress at the entrance to our space, because this is kind of our quadrant of space here now. So pretty good. It's a pretty good setup. I can't complain. Blockade over Tormontis 2 has been broken. I think maybe the blockade prevents food and BC and whatnot from getting out of the colony, maybe. Maybe that's what a blockade does. I'm not 100% clear. Okay, so frigate needs commands. So let's move it back to Sol, our solar system, Sol, just to kind of be on watch for the time being. Electromagnetic disturbance detected. Oh, okay. That's probably a Nolan world that's occupied there. But yeah, let's hit next turn. Oh, I see another pirate ship coming out. That's fine. We'll get our destroyer in there to jack them up. Destroyer will make short work of it. Next turn. Tormontis 2 just finished the research lab. Let's go there and see what we want to have them work on next. So let's try and get our food production up now. So, yeah, let's get a hydroponic farm going. Start building that. And then what would be useful? Colonial Revenue Service. Population's not very big there yet. I'd say a starbase would probably be the next smart thing for us to do with that. So we'll start building, or we'll add that into the queue. Okay, that's good for now. Morale might become an issue here shortly, but there are other things we can build to help improve the morale of the people. So we'll hit done. And let's check back in here at Niu. Still waiting to get this thing done. We can just buy it. Let's do that. Let's just spend the 288. We'll get the hydroponic farm going, and that'll allow the population to start growing. Next turn. All right. Oh, good. I see the pirates coming right for us. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually have it guard right here. You can't engage another ship in a space lane if you're crossing. You can't stop. So I'm going to have our destroyer wait. And take on that pirate, then they'll go on again. Hydroponic farm completed in Niu. Automated factory is up next. So, as you know, we just did that. So let's go to Niu. Now their population is slowly growing. It'll take 29 turns, but that hydroponic farm will raise enough food to get another person here. And we'll have that autofact done in no time. And new research completed.
Of your time, President.
Okay. We have to choose one of these. So sometimes with research you get a couple of things, but every now and again you have options where you must choose. And that's just so that every time you play the game it can be divergent, like you don't necessarily get all the same stuff every time. You can research different avenues. In this case I want the class 1 shield. I just want, these are force fields, so they're good. I won't go into the numeric details, but it'll add it on our ships, our space stations.
Made a new discovery.
There you go. So this is the most basic kind of energy absorbing shield. Let's update our spaceship blueprints. We have a frigate and a destroyer we know how to build. These are like the biggest ships we know how to build. So we're just going to hit upgrade all. And what that did is it added a little class 1 shield here in the destroyer as well. Now,
our scientists are eager to start. What should we focus on?
All right, we'll choose our next research project. So here's some like tier 3 sciences, but we're still sticking on these like tier 2 stuff. Laser, deep scanner, electronic computer. It's all good stuff. Fungal farms, biological weapon, Merculite missiles. Tell you what I want. I want the fusion drive that increases our travel speed. It lets our ships dart around faster. Improves colonization, rate to get to colonies, moving around population, space factories, everything. So it doesn't seem like it's so useful, and it gives us nuclear missile modifications, which we have, and it lets you do more cool stuff. So yeah, let's do that. 5 turns. That won't take very long at all. Got a few more minutes on this episode, so we're waiting for them to get to us. And yeah, next turn. Now, the destroyer and the frigate and the space factor we have in service, they do not automatically get that class 1 shield just because we invented it. We will have to send them to our star base at Sol Prime or to a military outpost, which will start making more of those. In any floating facility, you can upgrade your spaceships there. In any new laser technology, new Merculite missiles, ships, drives, it'll upgrade all those as you park them in space dock, essentially. It's pretty cool. And we'll actually send our frigate straight to Sol Prime just for that purpose. Space Fac's still going. Next turn. Pirates are almost to us. I see a new pirate ship. We'll get them all. We'll get all the stinking pirates. Next turn. The pirates should come to us. Yes. Auto-resolve. Our chances were excellent. It had no chance against us. So we crushed it. Research of Antaran Rune completed. Okay, thanks. So this right here finally finished. Now, let's take a look at the Path to Victory tab. We haven't looked at this yet. So there are unknown species. There's the Nolim who we've met. There's us, the humans. So we're actually doing pretty good here. We're doing horribly, though. We have very weak space fleet. That's victory. That's your military. Technology, we're doing pretty good. We're towards the top of that list. Economics, we're doing great because I focus heavily on BC. Anytime I can mine or get gold, I do it. So that's paying off. Diplomatic, this is based off of population, I think. I think our population is, again, towards the higher part. But we're the first species to research an Antaran thing, period. So, yeah, these guys are going to be coming our way, but let's just get this ship in here. How many turns is it? I'm tired of waiting for them to come to us. We're going to go to them. And then, let's see. Let's get our frigate. Can we get it to Seoul? Yeah, there we go. Now, I'm going to hit on the upgrade. So I have my frigate selected. I hit the upgrade. You can see here for 17 BC, I can upgrade the new shield, or I can add it. It's new. And then these up arrows mean better lasers, better neutron blasters, better nuclear missiles. It's very cheap. It gets quite expensive later, but let's do it for now. So there we go. We now have an upgraded ship, so it's more kick-ass than before. Colonial Revenue Service completed on Sol Prime. Spy Center in the queue next. So the nice thing is that our income has jumped up a lot. Look, we're at plus 56 now. That revenue service is really generating a lot of income in Sol Prime. So yeah, let's just hit next turn. Pirates are going off, causing us problems. We don't even need to check the threatening fleet. But yeah, let's actually send our improved frigate up this way to go take care of the space pirate, because otherwise our autofax or our space factory will get destroyed when it heads that way. And our destroyer will continue down this way to take on them. And let's see, can we buy something here? Let's see, what do we got? Yeah, we'll let them keep working on it. I'm going to hold on to that BC for now. I'm going to hold on to my money. Next turn. Research completed. Oh, that was quick.
Our scientists have made a new discovery.
All right. This technology will be used to improve ship designs when using the auto upgrade. And then here's our nuclear missile modification. We can do specials on our nukes, like make them faster, armored, multiple independent reentry vehicle, so MIRV, so multiple warheads, and ECCM, electro countermeasure. I don't know what the two C's, electric something countermeasure. I don't know why there's two C's, but we'll figure it out later. Update your blueprints, upgrade all, and there it did all the upgrades. Only on the designs, though. By the way, this is blueprints only here. So when we hit upgrade all, it doesn't automatically upgrade our ships. That's just the design for the ships. If we were to build a new one, you have to upgrade the designs all the time, and you have to upgrade your ships all the time.
Our scientists are eager to start.
Okay.
What should we focus on?
I want to get this, I want to probably get the electronic computer. It helps with energy weapon targeting, makes your ships more effective at hitting, and better laser cannon. So let's choose that for 7 research. Yeah, and let's hit next turn. We've got a lot of money saved up. Okay, we wanted to see what happened. So I have our space factory around this gas giant, but we don't control the system. So when I hit build, yeah, these are grayed out. You can't actually do anything with the gas giant when you don't have a system there. You may be able to do an asteroid laboratory or an asteroid mine. I don't know. Let's see here. Build it on an asteroid in a stationary orbit. This is state-of-the-art lab. Okay. Restricted to asteroid field, asteroid. Let's look at the superscalar harvester. Restricted to system with the colony. Restricted to gas giant. So you could do an asteroid lab even if you didn't have a system, a colony in the system. Let's see the asteroid mine. Restricted to a colony with a system. So if you ever saw an asteroid floating around out there in space, you could send a factory out there and start mining it, which is kind of cool. But otherwise, yeah, we're going to have this factory ship wait here for its frigate escort before they head up to Niu Prime next turn. That guy's probably going to go blockade Niu if I had to guess. Fleet needs orders. He's just going to skip a turn. Skipping a turn is nice. It just means he'll wait, and then the next turn it'll remind you again. If that way you don't forget to move it. Fleet needs orders. Okay. Our destroyer is going to go into Tamek 4, and it's going to take on. We're going to attack. We have one explosive bomb on the small destroyer. We'll drop all. The space pirate has survived the human bombardment, so we weren't able to destroy the space pirate station. So it's still there, but we'll get another crack at it next turn. Otherwise, here's let's guard, and then here's our fleet. There we go. I made them both guard. Now they're both together, and I'm going to send them off this way. Looks like those pirates are actually headed out of system, but we're going to put a military outpost right there to keep enemies from getting in. So yeah, next turn. It's pretty cool. We're doing good. We have a lot of systems to colonize here as we build more colony ships. They're very expensive, though. That's why we're not rushing ahead on that. Fleet needs okay, so that is enough for now. If you watched, thank you. Take care. I'll see you next time.